Good afternoon, happy Saturday. This is Shay All Day, and today I wanted to get on here and talk about when the narcissist is essentially trying to devalue you, because really what that's about is they have to take you down quite a few notches to have access to you, because they know that they can't afford you at your worth. So I'm sure you guys have been seeing a lot of podcasts out there, especially in regards to a young woman who unfortunately lost her life because of fake friends. And this is really an epidemic, because real friends are very difficult to come by. And a lot of people in the world are struggling with their own mental health issues, their own self-worth issues. And there's a lot of projection and a lot of covetousness in the world. And I've experienced this in my personal life. You just never know why somebody will envy you. But I had one incident in particular. It happened to be on Thanksgiving. The day still turned out to be beautiful. I still had a beautiful holiday, but I'm just saying they will try you. But once you heal and you become self-actualized and you realize your worth, their little pranks and shenanigans won't work on you. So I was, meeting up with a group of people for Thanksgiving. I had, for the first time in about 30 years, I've been invited to actually spend Thanksgiving with my family, but I didn't make it because I had no way to get out to where they were. I had to work earlier in the day, and I had another friend actually invite me to a Thanksgiving dinner over there, but I decided to go with this option instead. So immediately when I get to said location, a rather large male comes and sits next to me, and it's a little bit aggressive in his approach. He basically bulldozes me. He says, "Hey, can I sit next to you?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't see why not." And he was like, "I'm just looking for some good conversation. I'm out here by myself. My friends ditched me, etc., etc." Okay, so as the night wore on, a couple of my friends joined us, and they actually pulled him away from me for a little bit because they realized what his intentions were, as did I. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I've been dealing with these people for quite some time, so I'm pretty privy to their antics and how they try to undermine you and your self-worth and make you doubt yourself. So as the night wore on, he started trying to make suggestions about why am I alone here as he is, and like I must be unhappy because I'm alone. So typical projection, but I chose to be alone, and actually I wasn't alone. I was there walking with Jesus, but that's for another day. I ain't got time to mess with these people. And so, he got really upset, and so I've been trying to quit smoking, but I asked him for a cigarette, and he's like, "Well, because you won't go home with me, I don't want to give you a cigarette." I was like, "Well, what's that got to do with anything? Let me move over here because there's this man that's about to walk into my frame." So, I was like, okay, that is kind of low, man. That's just a no-go. And he's like, why should I give to anybody if, nobody gives to me? And I was like, I give to people not because I'm expecting anything, but as soon as you have expectations, that's when you dirty the transaction. So it's very transactional. He didn't get it at all. So he couldn't get to me. He couldn't riddle me and take me out of my peace. But my point is this. Think about this for a minute, really resonate on this and apply this to every situation in your life. And also look at the context of things, may it be business, friendship, romantic relationship. If somebody is really in a good place, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, would they go out of their way to attack your peace, the balance in your life? Would they try to take your mood down several notches just so they can exist in your world? Just think about that, and think about when you've been in places and spaces like that yourself and how you affected other people, because we've all been on all sides of the coin if we're honest with each other. And I'm going to end this with this and say, be vigilant, because your adversary basically walks the earth seeking who he may destroy or devour, okay? And the adversary doesn't come with red horns, a tail. The adversary comes looking like you and me, but with bad energy, bad intentions, low self-esteem, covetousness, jealousy, envy, shade, whatever you want to call it. We're flesh, but the enemy invades flesh, invades vessels. So which vessels are basically trying to infiltrate your world? Anyways, this has been Shale Day. I'm taking off. Have a good one, you guys. Peace. Happy Saturday.